a few equipments here just to demo things like a simple CrossFit that you have to do if you have tires, you know, and the hammer, which is like 14 pounds, and a little bit lighter for Z-bar, like maybe 30 pounds. Okay, it's easy to use. It's not necessary to have heavy equipment or weights. All right, so sometimes when this one is like total body workout. If you only have 10 to 15 minutes or maybe 20 the max, this is the one you wanna do on your day that you have to work out. Okay, so using the hammer for the tires to hit, make sure shoulder width apart. Okay, and then I'm gonna demo the one for beginner for now. So you're gonna hold the hammer on the neck, kind of like have a little bit space that you can, you know, away a little bit from the tires. So you're gonna go all the way overhead. Okay, then you're just gonna release the hammer, and then make sure you're holding the end of the hammer both hands. Okay, so sometimes you can do 8, 10, or 15. So this is more for beginner. So make sure chest lifted, make sure knees slightly bend a little bit, so that way you don't put too much pressure on your lower back. And this one is for beginner, for intermediate and advanced. So you just let go, one hand, and then grab the neck of that hammer. You can do 8 each side. You can switch. For example, you already did the 8. On the other side, you switch on the other side. Okay, make sure all even. So and then after that, you can combine that with that jump and squat on the tires. Like jump and then squat here. Okay, land on the squat. You can do 8 max again. Alright, so after you do 8, you're doing this like almost superset or tricep or giant set. So I do 1 and 2 and 3. So this is like a tricep. Now this is what you do on deadlift. Make sure again shoulder width apart. Alright, and then abs engage, and then you go lower. And then make sure your back straight, and then squeeze up. Alright, and then down, squeeze the shoulder, chest lifted, and squeeze the glutes. Alright, this is the one for the people who's flexible. Okay, if you're not flexible enough, you can do just right here, okay, at the max that you can reach. Alright, until you get flexible and go all the way. So that's a simple one. And then there's one, so let's focus on the hamstring and the glutes. One is like focus on adductor, which is outside the hips. And then your position like a ballet dancer. Okay, your feet like your toes pointing out. And then this is like a sumo position. Chest lifted, abs tight, engage. And then you grab the weights right here. And then squeeze up. And again lower. Make sure the back straight again. And keep breathing. Okay, do it slowly. It's not necessary to do fast because you want to really focus and engage those these muscles that's involved that you're working. If you're not flexible, you can also again modify. Okay, so make sure your back straight. And then this one is focused on outer thigh, inner thigh again. Adductor, abductor. It's not necessary to use heavy weights again. Okay, so you put the weights or the dumbbell on the center, and then you can do right and left. Okay, engaging core, chest lifted, continue breathing. Okay, so if you do right and left, that's count 1. Again, you can do 8 minimum on that repetition. Alright, then you repeat that. You go to the hammer, the jump, up and down on the tires, the deadlift, and then the one for the Zumo or the adapter focus. Okay, make sure before you work out, day before you're gonna especially do leg day, you have to eat carbs, you know, good carbs, like brown rice, fish, pasta. Okay, so you have energy to consume the following day. Even breakfast has to be at least small carbs. Oatmeal is fine. Pancake maybe, you know, so it depends on how your body reacts on all these carbs. Of course, hydrate yourself, water, water, water. A good nutrition, that's very important. And make sure you don't rush your workout. Always like do it slowly but effective and safe, because sometimes people are trying to do, you know, 50 all the way 50 or 100 sit-ups, and then squats for like challenge up to 200. It's not really necessary to have those numbers to max it. The important things is like your alignment, how you timing the workout, how you pause a little bit, do isometric. It's really important and very effective, at the same time safe. Because sometimes when you do rotation, you don't want to do fast. You want to engage those, especially you working on your core. You want to engage that core. You want to engage that abs. As you, for example, want to do oblique, remember that we have internal, external oblique. Okay, external oblique, for example, stand right here using the dumbbell. Okay, this is the good one that you can do slowly and then squeeze release. Okay, you're working on external oblique. And then after that, if you do 15, do forward. Okay, front and side. So now this one you're focusing on your internal oblique. Okay, so make sure you do opposite side, same numbers or same repetition. And like I said, I know a lot of people know, everybody know how to use equipment, you know, but sometimes you don't see effect, like the result of your workout. Some people are already working out for years and years, and they can't build anything because probably you're doing it wrong. You have to have more technique, like the pause, the drop set, superset, giant set, tricep, you know, things like that. And just, you know, put your workout like maybe 40 to 50 minutes, you know, less, maybe minimum for like 30 minutes is good. So it's not necessary to work really overnight and 2 hours or something. Sometimes I do that, but that's include my cardio, okay? But if you just gonna do, if you wanna do cardio combination on lifting weight, then you have to make sure you can combine with the one I show you, okay? So yeah, that's just a little bit tip for you guys as a personal trainer, and I have my certification renewed again and learn more techniques. So for all my clients, I will show you more what I learned and the new things that, you know, we can adapt with your session. Okay, so thank you so much.